Hello everyone, I'm Yue from Tarot Bear. The topic I'm talking about today is in his heart. What does he always want to say to you about your three-way relationship, but can't say it? Let's do this tarot test. First, calm your mind. You think this. My first group, people dare not print the second and third sets of cards.
In the
Are you still stuck with the question's answer? Go with your first instinct and choose it. Then type the corresponding 1, 2, 3 in the comment section and double click the link between them. Will the result be more accurate? Have everyone chosen? We're live on the scene choosing the first set of cards, darling. There's clearly a problem in your hearts right now. In the triangular relationship, what can he say to you? First of all, what we actually see from this card will give Ayur the most intuitive feeling. He actually wants to say a lot to you. But he will feel like he's with you. I'm feeling a bit stuck. Because he'll notice the more you go on, your differences will grow. Your perspectives on certain things, particularly about the future direction, in the way you two interact, or say, the relationship between you two. The frequency of contact and so on, there will be some disagreements between you, which is actually related to the emotional level and the interaction between the two. Keep intimate interaction. Infrequent contact matters. So his current thoughts are drawn to this plate in reverse. They are drawn out in reverse. This means that he will feel that the difference in thought with you is very large. He will also feel that it is very difficult to communicate with you. This is what he wants to go. What I told you, just because he has this perception doesn't mean he doesn't want to communicate with you. It's just that he believes there is a large discrepancy in thinking between you. This is what he wants to say. Let's see what the second card will pull. In fact, with this card, he's hoping that both of you can be yourselves in this relationship while living well in your own life circle. You can get along well with each other without being too influenced by each other. For instance, in the situation where you both have families, you're able to keep yours stable. Threatening in your own family atmosphere is good. The extra energy between two people is to get along well. He hopes your relationship won't affect both families, and that he can live well in his own state, and also hopes your love can be very positive and uplifting. Actually, I still hope you do a little more. He would think about focusing on his own circle. Let's take a look at what the third card wants to say. First of all, this card is another one's. Actually, it's a bit similar to the first card. When these two cards are drawn, everyone will find a common characteristic, right? They are both two puppies riding on one. The cards moving forward in the same direction, but these two cards have reversed at the same time. This big card, this small card. Then when this card appears, I will feel that you are stimulating this person. Sometimes he would. He may feel that he initially hoped that the relationship between two people could develop steadily, not like a passionate relationship, not like a constant walk-in, but he also hopes that the relationship between the two can remain stable and long-lasting. He is usually able to develop, but now he wants to tell you that he feels a bit out of control. Occasionally, he is influenced by you, which indeed affects his family. Indeed, it affected her life and thought in every way, making her feel something about this relationship, feels unable to continue. So actually, we see this card in the middle. His aspiration is very simple. He just hopes that under the condition of not affecting each other, the two people can go well between them. You are developing, but it seems like there's a disagreement between you now. Both of you have different thoughts and views on this matter. Yeah, in many aspects. Viewpoint, there is inconsistency. This is what he wants to tell you. So what he wants to express to you now is that you two should go on your own. Please, both of you calm down a bit in your emotions. For now, pause your relationship, don't progress too quickly, or just say you two should stop communicating temporarily and cool down. This is what he wants to express to you. Then let's draw a Divine Realm card again and see what kind of advice it can give you. Let's draw one where you chose me. This card is telling you, would you choose me? Oh, will you choose me? This sentence could be what you want to express to him or what he wants to express to you. Once he draws this divine card, that's what he says. Everyone can go and link and imagine the content of this sentence. If you can understand and get it, you can give feedback to Aiwei in the comment section. Due to the time issue, if you want to know more about his thoughts, you can find Aiwei one-on-one. The smart baby should know how to contact Anuet, and finally wish everyone can survive as soon as possible. Harvest your own happiness. This is the first attitude. Let's see what the second group of babies in the science sequence have to say to you in the tripartite relationship. Calm your heart. Play the cards on the spot. Play randomly. Play the first one first. Okay, for this card, I feel like he is in a state where he actually wants to escape from your relationship. That's what he wants to tell you. Actually, he wants to tell you that he truly loves you and has put a lot of genuine effort into your relationship. But sometimes he might feel that his efforts are sometimes unseen or with no equal return. In the constant interaction between the two of you, he will feel that he is being emotionally consumed, constantly being consumed, and he might also feel that you seem to be holding back in some aspects and not treating him completely sincerely. So actually, he can sense this in his heart. This is what he wants to express to you. So sometimes he starts to struggle. You may want to make a choice between two people in this emotional relationship, even though you are in a three-way relationship. He might feel, it seems that there are some issues in your relationship that make him emotionally drained. I feel that he wants to leave, but he can't. What else does the second card want to say to you? This card is very clear. It wants to tell you about everything we have been through now and in the past, whether it's across mountains and rivers or whether your path is tough or progressive. He wants to walk with you and overcome it. That's when he'll know your feelings. I'm already so fragile. Between each other, we've become especially sensitive, but he still wants to walk with you. This is what he wants to express to you the most in his heart. I think it's quite moving to hear such words. Let's see what kind of card we can draw for the third one, what he wants to say to you. He wants to tell you that sometimes he really can't balance the water in a bowl. He can't fully consider your feelings. He can't balance all the time. You might think he's not sincere enough or doesn't give enough. But in fact, it's not that he doesn't want to, but sometimes it's just, I am powerless. In his hands, he only has so much. Or to say, he only has so much experience. Time is limited, or money is limited, so he needs to divide it between two people. You, or some of his other. So for him, it's already a very strenuous and difficult state that. So sometimes he hopes that you can understand this card he has revealed at times. It's possible that he might feel this inequality. It could be because of something you did or something he did. He might feel that you're not doing enough for him. So this card actually represents a kind of injustice or unfairness in his heart. The idea of inequality. So actually, I can feel the person you're testing with the 3 cards. The person you think of, he must have deep feelings for you. However, he has also suffered a lot in this relationship, but he is still willing to go on with you. No matter what your current emotional state is, this is his innermost emotional state. Let's draw a mysterious card and see the tarot. What kind of advice can Leda give you guys? If I asked you to choose the would you leave, the meaning of this card is, if I want you to stay, would you leave? Is this what you want to say to him, or what he wants to say to you? But if you can draw this card, it must be able to link to some level of voice in each other's hearts. Repeat, if I want you to stay, would you leave? Are you leaving? Those of you who understand this sentence can give feedback in the comment section. So I can't analyze the issue of duration for you, and your subsequent development can be privately fought to find Ayue. The smart baby should know how to contact Ayue. This is the second time to give you a general interpretation. Let's see what the person you thought of, who chose the third group of cards, wants to say to you in your 3-party relationship, but has never been able to say it. Let's look at the wrong one. Well, he actually wants to tell you that he is really, really from his heart. It's the kind of state where he falls in love at first sight when he sees you. You guys probably know each other, whether it's through the internet or in reality. Actually, if you guys, after the two people really get in touch, the two people can actually establish a relationship very quickly. So he wants to tell you that he is love at first sight. That is, when he sees you, he is deeply attracted by you. The uncontrollable state can affect it. So this card is what he wants to say to you and wants to express to you, right? You love at first sight. Really like you. Let's look at the second card he has. What do you want to say? The words I never said. Well, this card as we see it is a full 6 of the mysteries. It sometimes may not appear as intense in your relationship. He might feel that you're always suppressing or hitting him, making him feel inadequate. Perceive or experience that kind in this lover. The feeling of self-satisfaction or a sense of achievement can sometimes make him less confident about this relationship. Be with you, that kind. Sometimes it will make him fall into chaotic thoughts and can't see the road ahead clearly. So sometimes the reason he is hot and cold is because he might be vulnerable in this relationship. Lack of confidence. So this confidence, I know it comes from your interaction process, or it really means that you are much better than him, causing this kind of idea in his heart. This is the second state, what he wants to say to you. Auntie, be careful. Let's look at the third card. Who remembers it? This card actually wants to tell you what he hopes. Both of you in this relationship are like innocent children. You can be more honest with each other, live happily in the present. Don't imagine too much about the future, like whether you can go. Can you make it to marriage? Or can you last in the long term? Or what kind of result he hopes for is that both of you can live happily in the present and not think about many things that have not happened, because he will also feel that some things are unavoidable. It's good as long as the two people are happy. That's what it's been from the start. Just keep moving forward one step at a time and see where it takes you. Let things unfold naturally. This is his mindset, especially when he wants to say these things to you. And he also has a kind of hope that when he is with you, both of you are like that kind. There's no malice, and we are quite candid with each other. We can be happy and free to be ourselves, not because we need to change for the other, to change oneself a lot or to concede in hope of making both parties happy. This is what he wants to tell you. I don't know if you can feel his intention. If you can, please give feedback to Auntie. So, 3 cards. I would feel that this person actually has a carefree attitude or lives in the present. Especially in regards to your relationship, he doesn't want to think too much. The card in the middle has a bit of negative thoughts. Maybe sometimes this emotion will also leave him at a loss, or say, directionless. But in the general direction, he still hopes that actually you all can be alright. Start from zero mentality. Right, let's draw a mystery card for this group. Let's take a look. What advice do you have for your relationship? Seeing this card, huh? What can everyone feel? Is it a rhetorical question when you look at me like this? Is it that I don't know if it's you who want to ask him this, or if it's him who wants to ask you this? Do you even see me that way? Means, do you see me like this? A rhetorical question. A question. So this sentence might be what one of you two wants to say, wants to express.
See you next
You can do this set of cards. This is a general interpretation of the third group of photos for everyone. Due to frequent questions, if you want to know more about his thoughts and your subsequent development, you can come to RUA for one-on-one economic analysis. Smart babies should know how to contact RUA. This is the third card for everyone's overall interpretation.